Every spring, we are treated to a wonderful display. A display of many colors and shapes. We also see many creatures hard at work. But what is all this activity for? Pollination is a process that is often overlooked and taken for granted. But it is essential for our survival on this earth. Without it, the world's crops would fail. And there would be no other fresh produce, or indeed any other food that originated from flowering plants. Pollination is the process by which plants reproduce. This is how they create the next generation of individuals, to ensure their species' survival. So how does it all work? In order for pollination to occur, pollen from the stamen, or male organ, must come into contact with the stigma, or female organ. To get the pollen to another individual, plants enlist the help of many different organisms. The organism most commonly associated with pollination is the honeybee. For example, let's take a look at a strawberry. First of all, the plant advertises a promise of food in the form of nectar by bright petals that act as signposts. The bee is attracted by this promise of food and alights on the flower. Pollen from the stamen brushes off onto the bee's hairy thorax and hind legs. Once the bee drinks all the available nectar, she flies off to find more. The flower will regenerate its nectar supplies in a couple of hours. The bee then flies to another flower, laden with the previous plant's pollen. The pollen brushes off onto the stigmata arranged on a structure called the receptacle. In the case of the strawberry, there are many stigmata, each becoming a seed. The flower is now fertilized, and the receptacle and the seeds begin to develop. The flower drops its petals as they are no longer needed, and the receptacle starts to swell. The receptacle keeps expanding until it becomes what we recognize as a strawberry. The strawberry then ripens, indicating this fact by a change of color. So we can see that without the process of pollination, flowering plants would not be able to reproduce. And it is this reproduction that is the basis for most of the world's agricultural industry. It is believed that Albert Einstein once said, "If the bee disappeared off the surface of the globe, then man would only have 4 years of life left." No more bees, no more pollination, no more plants, no more animals, no more man.